How's it going today?
Good.
Very nice day. Yeah.
Yeah, getting a couple.
Getting a couple.
Yep.
Very good. You too, be safe.
I'm the only one not catching them.
Well, you're not fishing.
Oh.
In order to catch the fish, you gotta fish.
You gotta fish. You agree with that one?
I like it. Yeah.
Yep. Take that one to the bank. We're gonna start fishing this riffle here, and instead of making a beeline out to where we can see, you know, the deepest run in the middle, that obvious bubble line in the middle, we're gonna start shallow because the fish might have moved into the shallows here to feed on nymphs and whatever else is available. But I think what I found here, and I'm gonna stick with it for a little bit, is a seam where there appears to be a number of fish stacked up. This seam is, you know, relatively close. And it's challenging because everything looks completely uniform. So the seam is not obvious. But I do know when I find it, I typically pick up a fish. So sometimes when the stream, two things going on here. The stream looks relatively uniform. It's a long riffle, top to bottom as far as we can see up and downstream. And there's higher water, so the bottom structure is less obvious. So sometimes you kind of just got to keep prospecting up the bank, fishing close. When you pick up a fish, land it, release it, and try to get exactly in that same exact spot because there could be a second fish or a third or a fourth, or there might be 25 fish laying in that seam. You don't know. Can you unhook him? So what I'm doing, I'm facing upstream at about a 45 angle. Coming right in here as a little farther. I'm just establishing my contact, and I'm just trying to find that seam right out in front of me here. It's not far, it's not complicated. There's nothing difficult about this. I'm just searching for that seam. I'm going to take a step up, readjust my approach angle here. Nice upstream cast. Working. See, that's where I feel it's been, right in there. And I can see a pale flat rock under there. And I believe that seam is just on the other side, and that's what I'm trying to hit. Okay, and I'm changing positions. Notice that I just changed my angle. I'm fishing different water now, slightly different water. But that small little movement is sometimes the difference. So, you know, when you're thinking about changing spots, don't think about changing spots on the entire stream. Think about changing spots where you're currently fishing. Because a lot of people see a stream and they see the whole thing. You kind of got to see it in small sections of streams or break it into individual streams. So like when I'm looking at this piece of water, there's about 6, 7, even 8 different streams within this cross section of river. And obviously I can't fish any of those over there. I can't get over there. So I'm just fishing, you know, 2 or 3 different streams right here in front of me. Step up here. If you'd like to join me. Let's see, right in here. I like that. Bring that down through here. Make that contact. There we go. Now I can see that it's lifting there. This is a little bit different than where I was. It's a little bit more, got a lot of line out here I'm playing with. Oh, there he is, see that? Nice upstream approach, nothing complicated. And, I mean, he was almost directly upstream of me. Now take your time, when you're landing big fish like this, you gotta take your time, you know? Don't try to overpower him. Here he comes. Walker, here he comes. Oh! Oh boy. Okay. Just like that. Some guy. Chunky. A little football. A little football stock brownie. There he goes. We have exclusively caught stocked browns in the 9 to 14 inch class, with the exception of Ralph's one big fish. And we're not sure why the case is that the browns are actively feeding in the shallows, but we have not moved one rainbow as of yet. I don't know. If you have an idea, please please comment down below and let us know what you think as far as that is concerned. Would appreciate it. At least for me today, it's been that upstream approach. That's where I've been picking those fish up relatively close, kind of just working the water right in front of me, not getting too aggressive and thinking, you know, oh, I got to get out there, I got to get out there. And, you know, maybe there's better fish out there today. I don't know. Maybe if we could get out there, you would get into some of those bigger fish they put in here. But, you know, with today's conditions, I kind of like just working this bank water. You know, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to cast upstream 2 rod lengths. So this is what is this, a 10-foot rod, so that's 20 foot up. And then about a half to 1 rod length out. I never really try to fish 1 rod length out. And, you know, there's different thoughts on this. You know, that's my window from my initial cast, try to establish that contact, and then I'm just fishing perpendicular to myself. Maybe let it drift downstream a little bit, but I'm not trying to get a long downstream drift.
Hey, don't hold back on us now. Come on, I want another one.
We just landed one. You missed it.
They advertise somebody falling. You fishermen
Yes.
all the same. I
Right.
just landed one that big.
Hey, every time we land a fish, that's an additional $12 on the tour.
The size of that, it was $6.
When I'm focused on hitting these very specific seams, I'm not worried about my downstream presentation because that's water I've already fished during this beat. So I'm just continuing to work the edge of the stream here, you know, in 2 foot of water, I don't know, 2-3 foot of water at most, and just working it up with that upstream approach, finding those seams. As soon as I catch a fish, I stop and I fish that seam with more conviction, with more deliberation, until I either felt I caught them, I didn't catch them, there's nobody left, there's nobody else home, and then I'll work my way another 10 foot upstream, and that's a new spot to me. So again, when you're fishing in these types of conditions, take your time, move slowly, work the water, find the fish. Once you find a fish, stick with it because there's probably some other fish available for you. In bigger water such as this, where it's up and off color, fish are constantly moving in and out of the bank water. Ralph was out here in the stream just off the bank before the drop off, and he was nymphing some deeper water. To make the point that fish are constantly moving in and out of the edges, I said, hey, I'm gonna fish the seam created by your wake. Sure enough, I started fishing that seam and upstream drift, and on the far seam that his wake was creating, I picked up a brown trout. Obviously, he had just walked through there to get into position, and seconds, not even minutes, seconds later, there was a fish right back in position and feeding. While I was releasing that fish and putting my net away, I had my fly dangling downstream, still in Ralph's wake, and not even actively fishing. I feel thump, thump, thump. Dude, I'm not even kidding. Lift the rod, and there was a second fish on there. So that goes to show you that when structure is created, when there's a new seam, fish are moving in and out of areas. Never be afraid to be like, oh, that just got pounded. You know, a guy was there for the last 2 hours. Don't even worry about that because fish are constantly moving in and out of sections of a stream, especially on big water like this with lots of space for them. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and also check us out on darkskiesflyfishing.com. See you next time.